Good morning, October 18th, 2022. October 18, 2022. Salon people, I know say, of course, today a lot of families, they suffer. A lot of families, they cry, they pain. They kill them, people, them. Then they deprive them back of the right for able for see them, people, them. Then deprive them of the right for able for bury them, people, them. For give them a respectable burial, burying. You know, Salon people in 2022, you know, we feel say as the world they progress, everything they move very fast. You know, they tell people remember how for care satellites go to space. We did today with the abuse we serve as mortal man them inside Sierra Leone. We get a president who not value the lives of some, but respect the lives of other. It divide the country. You know, delicate today we see Evangelist Samson that was assassinated. Now assassinate this man. I want to all understand the word assassination. Now employ against institutions for go after certain person, especially when the state go after an individual, a citizen of a country. They kill him cold-blooded, broad daylight. They run after him, shoot him, kill him. Then the only body, then deprive the family not for able for see the money body, then deprive the family not for able for pay a respectable funeral to that man. The same to FA and all the victims them. And we see yesterday the shameful part, the coughing them. Then they able for print the picture of each of them victims, then they went and kill. For puts them picture and then coffin and they let them even give the family members them, let them get the opportunity for see their loved ones them. We don't hear all kind of thing, all kind of allegations, so they hear, but certain things then they we go left and so we go say the people them will get them true story here. If they say they harvest organ now or no harvest organ no, una will get the true story. Like one day una keep that story there. Like una able for tell we when we do the investigation today, because that investigation is one of itself. Again for day and the one at the ICC, the Hague, because this is the international crimes. This is the American government and all over the world, all over Europe. They know about these killings and we go get justice. And that is why it is very important for ensure say Mada Biono Sidoyanda second term. We've now watching American here. We see how they go after President Trump. For what he do, we tell people and for go because they lie pan and tell them say then thief the election ayan. We no say in America this nobody name for thief election ayan. Everything there is straightforward. It lie pan people them make let them go broke the parliaments in America ayan, damage the building, things they wouldn't get, relics them, wouldn't get we don't last hundreds of years. They pull them. All because of the lie we tell them and make people and go after Senate members, the members of parliament, they threaten for kill them. They say they go hang vice president, all that in the so they like the America for let the democracy stay, for let the democracy hold, let people respect America and democracy. Then they prosecute the former president. Then they prosecute them and everybody will be involved. We pass their lie, and then they say the elections was rigged. And I hear say SLPP they want use that tactic they back for of America. Like how they call people as insurrectionists. Where they get for one rig the election, the way people stand up, they say, oh, now because we all let's say now they ready, so they stand by, we ready. We don't write the letter and they prepare the international community say that the strategy that they want for take, that strategy they want for apply. They want for just rig the election, call the results. Anybody will challenge the results. They say, oh, that insurrectionists, like how they go after the protesters them. And they prepare now for that 10 day back in less than 250 days. Less than 250 days to election. Una no say what we na we can talk to una. Una they can for can talk make beaucoup noise. Una can make beaucoup noise na empty drum na they make noise. We come and tell una say na so them plan una watch and everything we don't tell una it come to fruition. Una don't see even say to this where they say they go bury the people there. Now I come record come out almost 2 weeks ago now. And they tell una, and they tell the APC, they tell Salon people and say hey. Then they go bury the people there. They want to do mass burial. But every time we come, we put this thing out here, so the government is federal strategy. Now they tell them come on out, they go begin talk to the family members. They think of go begin bribe the family members. The family members them some not take the money. Evangelist Samson family not take the money. They say we don't want this money also. Now blood money. We not give family member waiting at 20 million euros. We see all that and they come to pass. We tell una about Alfred Peter Conte. They like today. Una swear they spoil the APC party. We'll talk. You get a useless about they pay that social media for can't talk nonsense. Hey, no waiting. Teto Evangelist Samson will die so. Hey, now give them chance. But may his soul rest in peace. You know because then if you not be see what you will see. Now this will be see. They like today the party there in disarray. Una for protect people of the APC. Now make one for tell una thank you. Una on social media where they exercise una democratic, una constitutional and civil rights for make sure say una able for speak up when they represent una political party, because the constitution make them very clear say everybody gets a right for belong. You have the rights to assembly and association. So the assembly na a protest, the association na for belong to a political party, any group of any nature where you want for belong to. Now your constitutional right. Yes, that is the thing. Now make we appreciate una. You in the salon, we don't say for they oversee and talk. Now two different things. I didn't the comfort zone. I didn't my own comfort place. I go Allah, I go make noise. But I make a do it with respect. But I know say una in that country there inside Sierra Leone like today, we not get protection. And we're not supposed to be protected. Nobody know for talk, they can't harass them. SL people have been on social media, they talk, make all kind of rudeness and noise. Nobody know harass them. But they like today, when they talk, then they seize on freedom them. Now I make they go back and say, hey, 1964 to 1967, what the Albert Magai do? We make Sheikh Stephen Kana power. We run after the SLPP people. Who say they all run go Liberia. Some man don't go make a life now in Liberia. Some man don't become Liberian. Then drive them at their own country. What to do? Because of the seed where they sow. Salon people and then see how they talk, when they look back past and come to the present. Now I make a like history. Now I can make a go dig them, video them. I tell you, say for Peter Conte, tell you for ya. Now I say it drive them, power them. Because if you know what's in the plan, when they get inside the court, what's in and go arrange for let the APC suffer like I they suffer so they like today. But the APC is on track. I want to know say on a lower level election when I will get her. So come record, now bring you come in. Let yourself open up to this conversation. Now take up from there. There is a lot of things to discuss.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. You know, to be very honest with you, I mean, at the start to for say we want to tell kudos to brothers and sisters within a saloon where they don't consistently, they can't to 5 years now. They challenge this government here. You know, there's a who feels it, knows it. Maybe in the deal with them, I know exactly the hustle, what's in the go through. You know, we don't want to see a bit of like what's happened to brother Evangelist Samson. Ibrahim, we don't talk at time and again say when we come to this platform, we don't come and give information. We come and analyze day-to-day happenings, what's in the happening, we bring them to light, educate to people them what not they right, then do and then don't. You know, time and again we don't say this thing, Ibrahim. We've been saying these things. Anytime we can say something, somebody would a little corner away, you know, they understand to the talk, because for listen and for understand it's two different, Ibrahim. We always say people when I not listen for a when I listen for understand, because when you listen for understand, we put it in, we put time in a simple context. You know, you will know exactly what you for do. We say this thing from before the from when the protest happened, who begin come and defend the one who they don't kill, the one who they don't hold. We are not the people who call for protest, but we stand say is their right. Protest that everybody in rights according to the constitution. Where you don't be measure on you, that the post we don't make all man knows that the right for protest. We make all man are we about saying it's not to say that privilege, it's a constitutional right. We can't begin to talk and say no matter what it happened during the protest is still the people and fundamental right. We see after protest, Ibrahim, the tweet disheartening, the government and the president itself, both local and internationally call them name. They say they're insurrectionists, then they're terrorists, you know, he label them. And nobody can defend this label. See, these people not to terrorists, they're not to insurrection because they come out because of hardship. And, you know, because police them fought for dying in the line of duty during the protest, which we all agree say, every killing, both the killing of the civilian and the police will condemn both of them. Then to begin label and see the government, as we say, likely say, and give the police them effective general. Allow the family member to identify the body, show them, display them, faces them, and then pictures them, Ibrahim. Then display them, for let them know, say, don't the police them. They all be done a decent coffin, wise them, face them, they open man go see them, give them sober burial, pray them down for freedom. Ibrahim, so many allegations don't come from where they are died. Say they don't take them organs in, they don't butcher them, they don't lead them, they don't totally decompose, they don't say them, don't burn them full time. Even if they say empty crops that they Ibrahim. This government will know for when they like for show off on social media. Little facts then will make a toilet. Small facts then make a toilet on social media. If this government be sure see them body they and really that the body there's something the body to be specified, something they will see that pick format at Jibo with others. If they be no say that they did that coffee, they not be not decompose, I'm gonna go depose them. If I trust me, this government for being show them let man go see them for say look them out and they talk say no better. They don't show that thing they clearly. We not listen to information minister in statement we say we they get them 50 penal. We already brag that should be that before the burial yesterday, before the not to burial and they had to go dump like prostitute. You know, if I go dump them go dog then I see there's no dog I just go dump them so they buried brothers and sisters yesterday. Ibrahim. This government really sure see now then they bury. One, if I don't make them see them body, especially something in them now na BBC, I'll just say all over. If I don't make like see them, say okay, look something, you know, in as much as I want to go better body, something this when I can see them, snap them, put the pictures. As you say, nobody picture not display. Nobody, family members, and still don't tell me say they're not able to identify them members. Them. Why is the Minister of Information the consistently the whole I say the family members don't identify the members? Them. Then they will not get chance for sue members. Them. When they will identify members, they will say that woman they cry. Imagine in Peking. A step at the when the protest happened, became the engaged for say mama no dey like look for him. He go look for mama in Noka again. Ibrahim I shed tears while the woman dey cry yesterday. Ebo Sierra Leoneans. No, we just didn't want the woman dey cry. Say me picking go look for me. He say, hey mama no like look for him. Then he go in Noka again. He go for look for mama 16 years. Then Noka again in die. They brutally kill him. Look that boy Jibo Sirona in veranda. They go kill him. Samsi was brutally assassinated Ibrahim. And so many people were killed and died for married. That if you're married very soon, then go kill an house. And so many people like Ibrahim, you know, then will keep saying these things. Say, let people take responsibility. Ibrahim, if every members where they protect Salon constitution, Salon rights, if they all be taken to seriousness, meaning from the House of Parliament, it can't to the civil society, it can't to the human rights organization that Ibrahim, this government not for the ban, not for the good throw them, no, we're going to ban them, go throw them, Ibrahim.
The Bar Association.
Go throw them like dog in the street. The Salon Association, the lawyers are happy. We talk about the thing the government don't do. Or for us stand on that people behalf. Say it wrong. As ETF can tweet. He say it wrong for like government bear the people and how they bear them. But you that before Attorney General, Minister of Justice, what's in your voice? If your voice for them be hard, problem for them hearing you, Ibrahim. It's fine, we don't tweet. But as a former Attorney General, Minister of Justice, as a former EC was one of the most renounced lawyers, una for don't go and speak up, let them say a wrong. Una don't be people, you don't be somebody when they advise government and policies on the law. We see last that will be a consistently the tweets from what it happened. You don't tweet right letters them. You know, if the party where some system belong, let's have been cleaned up in a very firm way. Go meet all the international partners them. Ibrahim, trust me, like what's up for them brothers and sisters McKinney, and for that product, and for don't give the body them because government don't get right. Today we see. But one of the people, let me tell you one thing, Ibrahim. You know, when over 2 weeks ago, we played that lady where they say that something wife. We on platform, we don't know if they push, the white push on a black push. We also know they push the cage arata. You know, this lady we came back to yesterday. Now, middle lady, that's what I tell the system to have now midday from Kaila and from Puja. Going at midday, no get right.
Yeah.
They begin to call kind of rubbish on social media. Hey, not a human. Now midday picking. You know, Ibrahim, see how you know, look how the people and so you know fickle minded, narrow minded.
Can you imagine?
They cry for pussy. They want let them get justice, let them get proper funeral. Then tribalize that because of them. They want to cover them. They mess political ideology.
You know,
you don't understand.
Comrade.
They come and they rubbish. They then people say this back. I mean, the Christ and they say want justice for man. We say they call on international community. My sister, let me tell you something, Aisha. You won't voice the way you don't cry so. If the people wait for take we matter not take that for international community in the area. Like we on platform, what are they do? They do your work for send them and write and transcript your words into English. Would they do on our platform? It's fine, who they do. But the one doing for call on the parliamentary leaders, call on Yunkela, call on Cheko, call on Emasilamina, call on members of parliament, call on the civil society, Masala Samba, and Dulavale, call on the human rights commissioners, call on the Salomba Association, call on each and every person, say let them carry message to the international community because at them they explain what you talk for them to understand.
You know, comrade,
cry on them people there.
You see, yes. Comrade, you know, the problem getting a Salon de Leke today, it is the fact that we people not even know the institutions them. We actually supposed for protect them. We're supposed for take care of them. When you listen to people and the Salon people in the Leke today, everybody in the international community, hoping say the international community go read them. They see these things, but who that way matter? You know, this goes back to the civic education. You know, comrade, yesterday when I put that video together, cut. Comrade, I'm gonna tell you this, bruh. For live for transcribe whether they talk so for type them into English. Every letter they write, bruh. And then I will play so I sit in a small corner so no more where I get small time. I go and I do what I do. Like that boss, you know, like it's like it was so tough for me for doing. Every word where they say restless, and they put her in different lines. Every line that I was typing, like I did cry for the lady, man. Nobody not for endure that pain.
Ibrahim, what I tell you, may tonight, may God raise you at this time. You know, to make one blame with people Ibrahim. I don't tell you, say people for over 60 years, being here before, not from colonial days, people don't become brainwashed. You know, now may to the kind of tell and say, look, if you want to lay complaint in this way, like what I tell and now say, cry to the members of parliament. Cry to Jericho, cry to Yumkela, cry to Masilamina, cry to the civil societies, cry to Salumba Association, cry to the Human Rights Commission, call Masala Samba and campaign for good governance, call out their names, call them Masala Samba who say they unite campaign for good governance, call them to the Human Rights Commissions and then call them the CAL, the Andulabalu, they go hide behind politics, call them, call the journalism, call Umar Ufare when they report to international platform and call their names, call them, call Umar Ufare, please.
Imam them.
One tell Umar Ufare, thank you. You know, he did very well yesterday for reports and play until the day. You know, we know they always call somebody before one call you. And we platonic the pass as possible, one pass at you. Only the pass at you, they say you have to do your responsibility, meaning by reporting important issues then to the world, because you platform for inform the world. Like that, in one report yesterday, meaning not Ibrahim. You know, we always say these things. We are not calling out to you because we want to call your name. It's because we like you, or because no, we call you because we like do what for do. Well, let's take your responsibility, right? So, you know, we happy about it. We know the tweet all them days they will see today. We'll tell us, say, please, we'll not say, don't you do well, while you raise your voice, and he raise his voice, and we satisfy the method of reporting. If the other people must understand by them, the Saluba Association, go, the members of parliament, the leadership of the political party, all of them come together again. Trust me, Ibrahim, if they've not come together 2 months ago, begin this campaign. 1 month ago, 10 to 2 weeks ago, start this campaign, and say, hey, then they go dump them, they not to better, then they go dump them, and then go throw them. This thing for happen. No, what happened at the yesterday? Family man said, "Oh, I don't know can now follow go to the bedroom family. When I not go again, they want to go for." He said, you know, Ibrahim, the deliberate impunity in a salon, deliberate impunity because people are not believe for can link and lie to people. Some of us are far from that, Ibrahim. We come here not because one can talk, not because we get for the way they come. Left will be to schedule them. Left with time they will get to, or break time they will replace them, or long time they know they take for them will be here. Matter of fact, you know, kids now we call it break on the phone. Don't know go to you back. They know they even understand how to go through for long. They can analyze issues. Them Sierra Leoneans, it's high time now begin listening to social media for reality. No, not listening for fun. No, not listening for rudeness. No, listening for reality. Not to say that for quantity. No. Let's listen this thing for education. If we have this part of the world, every social media platform for education problem. The Facebook, the YouTube, the WhatsApp, everything is about education. Now they listen now. 4 years ago, when I didn't talk something, you know, Lord begin analyze, ponder, or the Lord begin look. We are not here for fun.
You know,
this
comrade.
Ibrahim. It's bigger than EPSSPP.
You know,
hey, Ibrahim, if government change this trajectory,
you know, comrade. You know the sad thing. You know what they bother me, comrade. It is the fact that this August 10th protest, we were not called for protest. We don't get nothing for do with the August 10th protest. Now we show more care. Now we don't get more involved for fed for them people they are there like today, for call these things out every day, for remind people and say, hey, una brother and sister is still in a jail. Some then at Bonth Island, some then at Kaila, and send and go to the southeast, they can go all over the place, police station, and then go lock them up. Now we don't focus, put we energy there. You know what you know, because we care about humanity. And like our comrade said, in as much as we don't support the August 10 protest day, because of course it was not timely, and secondly, because we don't say whether woman they and come up and we don't say, hey, this comrade, the woman they are for supposed for the this protest not the day again. I don't think say we want for the this wire. Just like how we be there with the woman in July 4th or July 7th, when they protest, we see the effects where we get it powerful. So from that moment, in as much as we not be support that protest day, because hey, the registration be the coming around the corner, we see how we destabilize the whole process. People in life there in the Saturday like today, we saw that. But we left salon people and say, now they're right for do what they want for do. Anybody like do what you want for do, now you're right. But again, you can for think everything is about strategy, timing, all of those things. So we say, hey, what are we on there, you know? But we sit down, we watch this whole thing. They like it today. There are so many other things over for the take on. But now we're so focused on fighting for the people, the victims, the family members. Now we this way right here now, they talk to people, they make connections here and there for make sure we remind everybody every day. Una go fight for una family members them. The African Express don't get over 500 names of victims them. When people them tell, when people report them say they lost from the August 10th all the way till August 20 something, when they go and pick people who then kill secretly, who the family members don't report anything. Those are the things where una for the talk about, and una for the call the August 10 organizers them. Let them come and talk about these things, yeah, so, and waiting at them plan for make sure say they don't forget everybody released across that country. That is what una for the ask. At least the August 10 don't say that PPP that the organization will take charge of the protest. Una for the call PPP now. PPP, what's in they happen? Una happy with them body they are. How for see them body are? Why they go bury people like a Samson them, FA them, small innocent speaking bo, they cook na host and then go kill us so with bullets. Una for the call the PPP organization now for team up for help una for fend these MP people there. All with brother and sister over there across the country. Because the PPP organization, I'm sure they have now institution, they get connections them. Therefore, for go fend them people there, get lawyers them across the country, wait for represent them as PPP as an organization. Then they go release them people there.
Ibrahim, we don't want to deliberate on DPP here at all.
No, comrade.
Just tell the people, let's see.
Comrade, certain facts.
As you likely see, we didn't support or either condemn, but we know that people are right.
Comrade,
which we know already see.
Comrade,
yeah,
we are talking about responsibilities. When the top of say the people, therefore call civil society, therefore call the religious leaders them, therefore call the members of parliament them. Again, we cannot take the responsibility away from the PPP organization. We come out and say, hey, now we in as much as we not sabi them, we don't know much about them, but they say now we call this protest here too. And there is a lot of silence them where they share.
Right. What we are talking here, Ibrahim, is about the people in today, the people in safety and the liberty.
Thank you.
As a nation, people in Ghana for
No, comrade. I want to agree. No, comrade.
No, we not call for protest. You can feel the responsibility. So be it. But we, as you say, we now don't sit today in that gap. For say no matter how protests happen, people are the right. Government organized for do this year.
Comrade.
Consistently.
Comrade.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, and we'll close that side just now. But again, it's about getting the people to understand where the responsibility lies. Comrade, who side the responsibility today? Who the Aisha for the call now they like today? I don't say one can give any relevance, but who the people are for the call? Again, if now we be organize a protest, comrade, you have for tell me say the people not for call me say Ibrahim. Now you organize this protest, oh, look what say I don't do we now, Ibrahim Kai. No, they for call me because I take responsibility for what I organize. So people who organize protest should take responsibility, and the people should know where the responsibility lies. So across the board, civil society organizations, members of parliament, religious leaders, all of these people and we're supposed for, help them, members of parliament, former government officials, the one that organized the protest of the August 10th. It is a protest where somebody claim. You cannot go do the investigation later on down the line and not talk about this. But exactly.
Plus 21 others where they arrest, we'll make sure we get them out.
Thank you.
We already kind of share me that talk something.
Responsibility, right?
You see me something.
Thank you,
Ibrahim. What do they say? The end justify the means.
Absolutely.
We've been saying things out of sincerity. People, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. We tell what Sierra Leoneans are. Then they educate every day. Sierra Leoneans are learning.
Gotcha.
Sierra Leoneans, they see the reality every day. Then they see. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. The people don't underestimate Sierra Leoneans. You know why? Because they not ever know the reaction of people. Them. Some of us know people. Them when they not had it enough from something. Ibrahim, we'll let for them turn their case by you anymore. But what thing all the time for doing a platform and for people them understand what's in a reality. Not to we who can some of us they even talk for them. For let us have to be. Some of us have make name many years before this time, over 30 years ago. We name the number household name as alone for different reasons. So when we can have media now for can talk, now for help, now educate yourself. Because we say, Abraham, how many temple in the call with the correct attitude?
Comrade,
we'll accept them.
Exactly.
Because we are not perfect. We are humans.
Comrade,
so they say, so to Abraham talk, next time let's talk so, comrade, this way we talk so, not so. I agree. Some people they give you some correction and they even disrespect you. But when they listen to it, I will laugh. But anyway, we understand the frustration of people, sometimes the anger. They know for putting away the guy, but look somebody that will make that with you for times that woman. Somebody they talk for support you, but it costs me. Hey, boss, come when I shut up now, what's the MP them for do? Why not call the MP them? The person don't talk no, I just laugh. I say I understand the frustration because but now you can cause. I just imagine now they can cause now because of the MP them. I say we agree, we accept them. No problem. Because we believe say critics are part of human growth.
Absolutely.
If they criticize you, if accept that, then it make you grow, Ibrahim.
You know.
So when people plus whatever say we don't have information to give, we analyze the daily happenings of our country. What's happening? Like what's happening yesterday? How they can analyze so.
So comrade,
say it's wrong.
Comrade,
only they can't give information. Ibrahim, we don't have space for giving information because information, there's any information not process, for talking because the whole intelligence. They talk information, we talk intelligence because you don't get some amount of facts inside.
Absolutely.
So we come and analyze the theory happening today as alone, tomorrow we can't talk. What happens tomorrow we can't talk next tomorrow because we want people to be educated. And this complaint letter will tell us to say, una lay una complain, one, una begin call una members of parliament, two, una call civil society them, three, una call the association, four, una call journalists, una call them Master Samba, the way they get the Master Samba campaign for good governance, una begin call them that let them know say, that them for take una case.
If
they don't take on case, complain the go. But for that, say, I recall the international community. If they go not say my sisters and brothers, but call them out also. Then they begin to say the take the responsibility. Una begin tell them say, una know how for complain that the particular case to the West, not to say no for talk am.
Comrade,
Ibrahim, people don't say that's way for happy. So therefore, educated don't say that's way for happy.
Comrade,
until we educate them, then they know.
They're not gonna know, and that's the thing. And comrade, so this is what we tell you now. Let me be specific now. Now we go specifically with the tell you how for wakare. For example, Andrew Lavali, Nainge Il Raj, ILRAJ. I don't know, say office day na inside Freetown, but office day na Freetown. So what Aisha and others, them family members, them, una identify una all una self. 400, 300 of una know, una victims them will get affected by this August 10th event. Una go, una form an entourage, una form a delegation, una go to Andrew Lavali office. Una go na Chadi in office, when Abdul Fatoma be in London. Now, although I SL people they support, but a civil society organization, in safety right, he talk about the military involvement and the harassment within the military. Una go na the office them. Una form an association. Una go na Sierra Leone Bar Association. Una know the office. Una go there. Una go demand. Una drop una letter. Una tell. Una wait. Let's make sure they do so. Now for tomorrow. And for the future. So that when that time get for reach, we get for ask the organization they say. When the people here can't do now, then they ask for help. Because not let yet, still not let yet, they can still go dig up them body there for even for identify the people there. That is all we ask for. At this particular point, we want the body of them people there still for them to give it to the family members. Una go to all of these organizations, them, imam them, una for be part of this, pastor them, una for be part of this. Una congregation them, una congregation members them, now they kill so. Una matlasi member them, now they kill so. So imam, pastor them, una for help una people them, una gather una self, una go to the organization there so, una go to the civil society, una go to a member of parliament, una ask for a meeting with una member of parliament them, now una constituency. All of them people where they die so, then get a member of parliament where they represent them. All of them people where die so, then get a local council where they represent them. Una go because moving forward, within the APC as a party get for do back for demand for the body of Samson still. It not let it. We know say that body there. It is somewhere. Outside there, we for pull and there and do a post-mortem proper and identify that body there. And not let it. So the APC I think say as a political party, this is their member. Therefore write a letter now. Where we copy the international community and everybody, including the president, to demand the body of Evangelist Samson and every other person in that country and organizations them across the country. Una self will take care upon herself.
Abraham, let me tell you what happened, sir. Abraham, let me tell you what happened. So this platform always tell people and they write it. Let me tell you something yesterday. The police behave in a very professional manner than the military. The military misbehave in all this thing, Abraham. Imagine. Way not to riot, not to nothing for good bad people. That the army, the CDS, this new CDS, which in Game Force Command, this administration don't political people. Or the Maui kill something. I don't know. Like they coordinate this year, Ibrahim. They move over 2 components. So say 2 companies over 200 soldiers. They may not in a company. Saloon size over 200 soldiers from the mortuary to the bearing ground alone. Them to over 100 soldiers a day. For for disadvantaged people. You see the videos. You don't ever see all the videos. You don't ever see policemen at the video where they target people. That's really simple.
Yeah.
You see how unprofessional that is. So look all the videos. You see the police are not, because I'm sure the police are not learned a lesson. They're not beginning to learn the lesson. They're not beginning to see what's happened to brothers and sisters. August 10 is a wake up call. That's what happened during 1998 after the fall of February 12. So I think they're not beginning to say we cannot keep selling our lives for government. We even appreciate we don't have the right forces. We see the military, Ibrahim, is a disgrace for the army. They go participate in state funeral. They tell people and put them as a barrier for stop people for go inside the home. We not see police, the military. I tell you, see, then one know them so we no matter give so. When the lies the army tribalize and pick it up on CDS, Alpha, Commander Joint Force, another upset plan because that and key appointment at the military, they put her in one tribe. We see a whole military for go stop people on period, then they get comfort short civilians. Hey, Ibrahim, we see very soon for not be careful. What happened in February 12, 1998? For not be careful. The sign is also in August 10. And Ibrahim, if he repeats, the worst is yet to happen. We don't see these things, but these people waiting for speak up against them tear. People waiting for TNAP, they campaign for good governance, but somebody, and then they see them tear, they know the talk. When the internet minister, they get a position for late internet BBC, he try for twist the team.
Yeah.
When they go Kenya for talk, he try for twist the team because always in the twist the same way you might go attack them, they go and they talk beaucoup. We get platform for talking about BBC, they don't mention that in this FC have been attacked by the deputy internal affairs minister because of I can't say the truth now in the station. Ever bring can Ibrahim, you see how they see people them. If Masala Samba take that and they might attack against them to the BBC that do they ask them about the country, the governance system. They say, we say themselves not safe. If they talk and clearly say, me what they are so if me say not safe, why make not safe? Because if you want to talk something, lie on the same deputy internal affairs minister, where you don't depend all the clues happen at Salon. He attacked me, even give me life threat. Ibrahim for us so many changes.
Absolutely.
But they speak up the truth, for speak them up. So we have to call these people out.
Absolutely.
Everybody where they participate today, Ibrahim, it be you judiciary, it be you House of Parliament, it be you civil society, it be you human rights organization, Ibrahim, all of them get for pay the price.
Absolutely.
All of them get for the tribe. Every member, security sector, everyone of the ONS system, we for advanced governments, they're all for pay the price. Ibrahim, this is the circumstance part. So they talk House of Parliament. When they talk and say every member of parliament from the SLPP, the APC, the C4C, the NDC, all man explain their role they play in these 4 years for stop this kind thing that happens alone because they may be able to stop it as a parliament, not as a political party, as a parliament, as a house of representatives, when I represent the people, they forget to get for national issues. Then they tell me the role they play, what they do for stop this thing. Then get for pay.
Comrade.
Sometimes they don't be careful. Be careful. Would likely for see what happened in Ghana 79 because I think we need the Ghana 79 for happiness alone, for less alone, go for a better.
And that's what it's looking like. And comrade, I can tell you this: if we get for ask from the international community for set up a tribunal that's going to be, headed by foreign judges there across the world, where no say the European Union and all these other, the American embassy, if we write appropriately, they're able to fund them. We know it costs Salon a penny. It costs we 1 cent because we want an independent tribunal for looking to every atrocity that would have happened from 2018. Every unnecessary killing, every extrajudicial killing, every assassination. We forget a tribunal, a separate tribunal. Well, they put Salon people in it. Then they come everybody will commit them crime, from the big one to the individual crime committers them. Within the military, the police, all of these people, we should call them. Then they come and answer. Because comrade, the problem will get the Salon. Now we go say member of parliament, they for ask, they for answer. But who don't get for answer too? If you look at the opposition today, Pastor, you get insider report. We the opposition today, the parliamentarians today now, like the opposition, especially like the APC party, they talk. Nothing is happening, right? They kind of want to talk crash on top of the surface, but they take no action. Like if members of parliament be gathered themselves, they go to the mortuary, go demand for the release of those people. Now the kind of what they talk about action, I want to tell people to understand first. Now that's what we mean. For talk easy. For tweet easy, but now the action now in the back waiting at the talk and the tweet. Now in the means a lot. If President Joe Biden does the talk and tweet, and they take meaningful action them, and they write laws them and legislation them, way for improve the lives of the people. If Donald Trump now tweets now all man they tweets the America, the parliament does a tweet them or say, hey Donald Trump wrong, and they do bad. They don't take action for set up a tribunal. The January 6th committee for look into everything will happen waiting cause January 6th and how they for stop Paleno ever happen again in America. If they don't take action, nothing is going to happen. Nothing that they happen. And at the same thing we need in a salon, we get for take action. So when we say members of parliament for do something, that now we mean all this time where they talk say, hey, them body they want to go bury them people there. An effective parliament, now then they grab now, then get at the people them, then get at themselves, then go to the mortuary. demanding that in the same together, they go to the Ministry of Internal Affairs. These things there today, social media, you get phone, you get camera. It's not about theatrics, it's about the reality. That's why they be in America, safe there. Some Congress person and they come out and go.
See action, NPC na for let them go take Stone State House.
No.
Go take Stone New Building. We know the talk now.
Let me go clarify today.
They say no, then there's some Simon Amende na Kala born na Mende na Project born like who care the person tribe now we can by reality.
You know,
if I'm for care for person tablet talk for certain mean for care for person tablet talk about except people we go independent and kill who say wrong. For being care for person but only talk about that chapter up on except we just care about the people in life. Now it matters. I love life matter. It don't matter the tribe, the region, the political party you belong to. You know, people don't always take the social media now as a child's play team.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But we know they can make fun now.
So,
no, talk serious business. They make fun. No. We know they play music. We know they sing music. We analyze issues, daily happenings. We educate people. We come. We know the people. We know the weakness of people for many years. Don't be brainwashed. That just go call na lie. When I not call the other community, when I call them, name them. When I call the when I call the Jericho, when I call the Nasilamina, when I call Master Samba, when I call the bar association, when I call the journalism, when I continue to call the name, then when I call them, then we call one the other, but then they lay complaint for una. Una they talk for let them hear. Let them say there's a person. The chain communication na chain, and if you cut the chain, you need the reach. Una now don't cut the chain. For lie, the thing not reach to them. Una you force face that for talk to them, then they go to the essence community. That's why they can take her up here. So the chain, you need to cut them because they cut a problem.
Ibrahim, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Good morning.
You see, we can't listen to this lady when they cry because I don't want to say Evangelist Samson because every time they say Evangelist Samson woman, they go say, no, then girlfriend. I can't my bone. You know, I listen to where this lady they cry, Ibrahim. Where they call the only person where the people where they call for rescue the international community. I look, I say, hey, Papa God. You know, the people have not been so brainwashed that if they even call on the parliamentarian and for stand for them, they go say no, the parliamentarian are not able to do nothing. You see, this is not the reason, Ibrahim, for the last few months. In fact, we don't let for even tell people that they call on the parliamentarian then. When they call Mami Bopo say don't Kuto Road for me go fetch for them. You see, that to the fact that it don't get to a stage, people are afraid for call on the one that were responsible, really responsible for save them. And listen, this lady, this woman, they cry for a man. Over the last 2-3 weeks, come with this thing, we talk about it, say, hey, they're about to go bury this guy. This guy, they talk about, like before that, the Minister of Information, where I believe it's a come with mention, say they tell we send out for security and I make them bury them this way. You know, Ibrahim, this lady, they cry, they say, oh, they call on the international community. Not once this lady utter for call on the parliamentarians them. Where they are the supreme legislative body. The parliament is the supreme legislative body, Ibrahim. This woman don't get mind or not even say for call on the parliamentarian and for stand up against them. Is it because it don't lost hope on the parliamentarian them, or is it because it afraid for call them because they feel say they don't kind of like tell them say parliament cannot do anything?
You know,
it could be one of those two things, Ibrahim.
You know, Kashi. Not to cut you, Kashi. Not lost that thought today. Either another day you want to talk about that either something. But what I want for say no more. You know, Kashi, I challenge every member of parliament now today. Say when that time comes, so they ask you. Until they say, hey, well, we didn't have the opposition, we don't get voice, we don't get much voice. Anything we say, they listen to we. But they challenge the leader of the opposition of the APC, Kande Yumkela, and every individual member of parliament within the opposition, particularly, for showing where that time they reach. The article where they write, or publication, or a legislation where they write to this effect, not for Twitter, at the top was solid solid document put together, either calling for an investigation. Not to that press release no more. I want a document where they detail everything. Where you go show we as a member of parliament say this now we prepare. We present it to the Speaker of Parliament and not take up. You know, bring up the well of parliament. Would they wait for that document? Yes. That day they come. Would they keep it out there? Go ahead, Kashi.
Ibrahim Cashbox, from when they kidnapped na Parliament Road massacre, when they say they set a committee for investigate the killing. Today, that's na McKinney. Today, that's Tumbo, Lujan 91. Today, this August 10, all man decide for come up and they call them terrorists. Our people are not terrorists. They're not committing any when insurrection, wait for time they for label them because of that terrorist name. No one can take responsibility. No, well, if even they are terrorists, let us investigate what make the terrorists. Let us investigate.
When as protesters become
terrorists,
and insurrectionists, they come up with and then what happen? We allow these people for use words against them. Ibrahim, comrade. Show me one MP we come and we defend the people and say, no, these are not terrorists. Show me. Before that, they all come and talk, say, oh, tell PPP, say, we don't get place for them at this country. And you don't forget, how can these people be terrorists in a young country when they can complain? How many countries around the world we don't complain?
Instead, we talk to people against for protest. They don't need the whole and they lock them up.
They lock them up.
Control the wrong road.
Ibrahim, I tell you, yes, come here, I tell you, I listen to this woman. For say this woman don't give up on the parliamentarian them, or it's like I say, you know what, they cannot believe the utterances of people for saying the parliament cannot do anything.
Kashi, I highlight that particular side here when I do that video there because I want to let people and see exactly what we talk about. Also, civic education and the people knowing the chain of command and structure within the country. Who are the right people where they forgot to in times like these? With people not sabi who they forgot to because the same salon people when you call out a member of parliament, if a Sierra Leonean right now we get pain, it calls a member of parliament like help me. The same salon people and they go tell the company say, we left them, but we member of parliament for country on this wire. Waiting to because their loyalty is to people, it's not to country. Salon people them we not love we serve. That's what we get to fear of. We will like we serve.
But look at the sad thing. People in the talk say, oh, people in the social media sit up and go bury them campaign like this. Are you seriously? They tell me about people on social media, but you don't get mind for call on parliamentarian and for stand up.
Can you imagine that?
This is the reason when we talk, they say, oh, they on a day after the parliamentarian. No, the thing will bother me. When Congress send that video, and they watch this woman, they cry, oh, and they call on the international community. No, once that woman called on parliamentarians them for stand up and protect him. And for weeks and weeks, we've been saying the same thing.
Absolutely.
We're saying the same thing. Go, this guy, they're about to go back them. They say, no, they don't get mind for back them. They don't get mind for back them. Oh, we walk behind the scene. For 4 years, Parliament has been working behind the scene. Census come, they work behind the scene. Census happen, AMM, the registration, they kind of like the city flows them in this registration. They say no, when they work behind the scene, registration, I don't know so. Then they're about to call the number. They take Lara Telopias, they sack up. They say no, when they work behind the scene. They kill people in the Panama Road. They say no, when they work behind the scene. They kill people in Navakini. They say when they work behind the scene. Kill people in Atombo. They say when they work behind the scene. Bastardize with constitution. They say when they work behind the scene. And go! This behind the scene now, you know, come before the scene. Why do people go pay in a concert before that whole day on a paper walk behind the scene? I don't go pay, they go to Liberty Hall for go watch concert. Before that, now just they tell me, say, no, the show not started. We they walk behind the scene.
Kashi, we country, this how they do so. Now they go small. I make I can say now we no need for Allah but again, bro. Now they talking now on light someone now easy. Now they go no more. Because if you get frustrated with everything, especially when Cashbox, when you know a little bit, it's painful for see what's happening in our country. The one that we no, then continue for suffer, live in anguish, live in pain. Because tell me, today SLPP people they celebrate. You see Sierra Leone for where? Yesterday, SLPP people. Now they be the support like a we. Yes. Now they support like a we back na social media and they come and they praise Ibrahim. Hey. The same SLPP people today they don't forget always Ibrahim they talk. We Ibrahim they talk. All they know they cannot back, they can't tackle out, and they can't cost back. Then tomorrow back.
They go for even worse.
Come on.
I went to like this a birthday party on Saturday. I met a woman. Say, oh, I love listening to you guys. I love listening to you guys. In 1990, say, but yeah, when I left for go at them parliamentarian, they don't get nothing for do. I just because like that party I go, I say, okay, I say, how for do. You know, Ibrahim. The point is, people do not understand. We do not go after parliamentarians. Look like waiting. Okay, another example, Ibrahim. Like waiting happened yesterday. When that Fisher that game in the play with the Salon people, and because like they go bury Evangelist Samson yesterday, maybe they say, give APC some sweets now. Give them some good news. Tell them, like I say, Albert Peter Conte, they in trouble.
Of course, that is strategy.
Whether or not that game didn't play, Ibrahim, we do not know. But waiting happened. When we call on the rest of the 12-man committee inside the 21-man committee, the 12 members them, say, but if the Alfred Peter Conte they go against the rules them, una go na court. Una go back to Fisher, make it go explain. Why una allow this guy for 6 months? It flouts the rules them. The ruling, una allow for make a steal they get away. Una go back to this man. Look when I go back yesterday, people say Fisher they kind of like angry with the fact that Alfred Peter Conte act this way. Even is this not what we've been saying that let una go like what you just talk so? If like una put any case across anything to Abbas Bundu not do harm. This is all we want. The institutional aids, let me expose them. Like now when the 12-man committee go to Fisher, they say Fisher go act now. If Fisher don't be able to do harm, at least we know say, oh, I don't do harm for the records. Comrade always say, for the records. They do anything. They do anything.
Which is the principle?
Last night, they say, oh, now they represent the family. But how about Una, Samson? They represent APC. Any lawyer from APC represents Samson for being an APC member. For the record's sake, did you guys do anything? We're not saying that Abbas Bundu don't listen. We don't even say Abbas Bundu don't get for listen. But expose them. Expose them.
You remember the golden rule in accounting? I don't know if you remember again. I'm sure you remember. For every credit transaction, there's a debit transaction, right? Of course. and also, there is the other one now where they say, Kashi, when you advance small into accounting, if it was not documented, it did not happen. No, so?
Absolutely.
So
anything, Ibrahim,
thank you.
If it's not documented, it don't happen at all.
Thank you.
And this is what we've been saying. If you don't kind of like document them, it don't happen. Let Abbas Bundu, when I go to Abbas Bundu, like when the registration problem big day so. Ibrahim, almost there we talk, say, but parliamentarian, una get the right in section 86 to correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
86 to says you get the right 20% of MPs can call a sitting.
Yeah.
Did you guys even bother to do it? Una call upon her now, make Abbas Bundu not do harm.
Yes.
Whether or not they're on recess or not, una gets the right for do harm.
You know, and the thing is, we got to check the answer at them because the answer they also document everything they happen in the parliament. They're not going for cookam, so we got to watch and see because they go say they're working at the background, but they don't want to tell we no more because they want for keep on that way. So these are the things, but we know say it has to be documented. Some people they come now for can talk because we idle or because they talk we like for talk. We just don't see there is an opportunity now so for increase una intelligence because some people are very intelligent. The average Salomon a very intelligent person, but if you don't know, you don't know, and that is why we come now for make
Ibrahim, you see what they say? Intelligence, exposure. I think is the biggest problem we get in our country. Ibrahim, if how somebody clever, if now class 1 book no more you get now you also now no more for the read. Now that book no more they know.
Nice, Abi.
And then they read that class 7 book.
Now me could bring a cat to them.
Class 1 book now available to them.
Yes.
Now no more they read because now Indian are the host. Because you not provide the class 7 book to them.
You're right.
It would not that person they not go able to expose to the class 7 book. And that's exactly what they happen at Salon. But I tell you, Ibrahim, these politicians, they don't succeed for capture the people, their heart, their minds, them. They don't fool them. And then you do them by willful. I say, well, listen, Samson, Uma yesterday, they cry. They call on the international community. Two things that come in mind. Either they've captured them people in their mind for beliefs say parliaments cannot do anything. Absolutely nothing. The only body where they for rely on now, or they don't pull out from parliament, say parliament is non-functional, Ibrahim. All the reliance all is supposed to be on the international community.
You know,
you cannot have your cake and eat it. How do you go tell we say, oh, the international community always the one keep we that is slavery side, this and that. But yet still, una not able to stand up for ourselves. Una they tell we say, oh, the parliamentarians say, oh, you know where MPs in the camp. Oh well, you know the democracy in America is different from the identity. Ego, una for make the democracy for una.
It's sad. It's sad.
You know, say American democracy just come up with the sky for none go hope.
Yes.
Not to build them build. Yes. That's Ibrahim the institution of building the build democracy when they protect on the defender. Also say come up it for them, then they fix them. Even them part of the world, then they struggle with certain people them. Yeah. But then they force because they get institution them. Even this part of the world. Look yesterday, I know because follow the news that the way police them in this country over the years, they don't complain them, they don't find them guilty for so many things. Even within the police force. Police complain police, even within the civilian, they take up some people in case them and they arrest people and the method, they don't find them guilty. Then they go for public apology. And news yesterday, the BBC say the police over the years when they go to UK, I don't know do people them so when do that or lawful arrest when don't pull a number for no reasons or then they treat them during the term. Imagine we are everything that they sell them like some people them bedroom them complain that yesterday in the BBC because they for build the institution them Ibrahim. You know when people them become lazy, they know what they have because I can tell you. What's that disappointing? Like then, Dr. Dembi, Minister of Health, we get like then that about Schengen, but I know I do them. They had a group like Europe. I get like some of the business system where they go talk all kind of big jargon that they want them. You get like BBC, they see that and then they go. You know, let me tell you, because so you talk to some man at this diaspora, it begins to the problem of Sierra Leone because if that way they don't travel, then don't kind of part of the world, they don't see beautiful things. Beautiful democracy. They don't see how people they challenge government. They don't see how person get right to life. You know, the system and the house system they make you survive. Because in a system, economy is part of the don't see that money. Yeah. They don't see all them see, then go. Then look like with the car, then take it up, they put it at the eye there. Say they come out the eye they have, they don't see nothing. You know, they're not so pepping at the eyes, and they don't see nothing. You know, they take stone and put it at the ears, and they don't hear nothing. So when they are, they don't see, they don't hear it. So when they go salon, they're deaf and they're blind, Canada, Europe, then go to the blind one. So meaning they not even look say anyway, this part of the world, what make her beautiful? Somebody get it for tell police you're wrong. Why they responsible? Somebody get right for challenge the police. You know, they not see them here, then they go now. Remember Pandanuha, that PTCC beget. And then I know the laws in this country. Now, in this was internal affairs minister. They kill people them. They hold them. They no agree for release them. Pandanuha. Yes. These two are citizenship here. Yeah. When they could affect this one, let them pass on. Let somebody be say if you get participation as a law, you go salon, you commit them for you because them my ass on there. As it makes so problem, you don't run salon. It's even to sell them in a business. You don't cancel that like UK. Now me could emphasize and pass this. Let the citizenship work because when you work, then they betray you. For both any side community, the law get applied to them. Remember, my born in UK, you know the lawyer. My way they grow up and them don't they. Then a minister of internal affairs refuse forgive them, but they are then rather swear they all be there out. Then they see beautiful things and don't feel beautiful things. They're picking there. As I tell you, most of the family they are abroad. Most of them. Then they live then kind of free life here, enjoy democracy, enjoy privilege, enjoy the human rights. That's alone. Then go begin the private people. Let them show you the prices if you begin in a saloon. Let them show Panama if you in a saloon. Let them show you Schengen if you begin in a saloon. Let them show you them be there. All of them is so let them show you if you begin in a saloon. Most of the family all day. Let them show you. Can to man picking we see you. They picking and say you need to go Lambo and saloon for in the UK because you know it's in the Panama. They all because they're picking and go. They're beginning to talk English. Then you go see all them picking in a salon. They call it there when they talk their English. Then they pick it. Yes. Salon people don't care. And then go see them picking and they small picking and get security way the cameras will get. Exactly. The lekker so that they will get bodyguard against with German policemen. They go around them. That's why that way human they talk. Catch somebody human they talk. Say when they go to the beach, that the security number be there with me and the people. Yes. Them. Imagine they take money, they put on a suitcase. Yeah. This country, an officer even lose the trust in picking gas security, talk less in man. I don't think so. Imagine, because the people are not the grip for so to the sea.
Most of the MPs I would tell you about both all parties.
I think we lost comrade a little bit. Comrade, you know that's the point, because when the guy they don't respect salon people, man tell you the problem we get now with Konski are the fact that they just don't respect the people. They see the people like one kind dirty box, and the people self they don't accept them. They say, "Hey, we wait for Dunaya." This now we lead at them. They begin to call the president Papa. They begin to call her the daddy of the nation. They begin to say, "Oh, now the fountain of honor." You know. This is not the problem. Come on. Sorry,
No, Kashi. I say, you get me?
Yes, I will get you now. Yeah.
I say, Kashi, let us show you one minister. If you want minister in Pekin Day and this protest, be former or be president or one member of parliament in Pekin Day or in sister Day or brother Day, trust me, they're not for better like destitute.
No.
Because none of the above, non-pan no day where they Pekin Day and this year. Then make the left for them better. Then go through the like dog them in the street. I'm sorry for using language, but they and the dead. But even dog deserve respectable, let them bear dog in a respectable manner. I think all they are fine. Kashi, if they had a family been inside this killing, yeah, they may mistake kill one partner, picking them, one partner sister there, or the woman there, or the brothers there. Trust me, already behind this talk.
No,
you know, something and they will have to be blunt of saying the truth. How on earth do people live today? Kashi, look how many people in the cell Abacha still don't get out for sell again. How many people in the cell are on the streets when they lost them? There's then even their livelihood. Look down and with the who is eventually did it. People are hiding because nobody can tell the presidency, you know, Lyman, not to terrorists, they are not terrorists, they get right to protest. Terrorists protest are everybody in right. Illegal or not legal. But in fact, there's no illegal protest because somebody they protest for a reason.
Exactly.
So look Iran. Just because that picking good than a police cell.
Right now.
Even a UN, we see woman in the court here, and a UN, instead of it, Madam, you go see, I'm not immediately. There's woman in the court here, that the UN submit. Parliament, across the also man, and they pull the court and they say in protest for that little die is Iran business. Iran, when an Arab world, they don't ever call and say that terrorism.
Yeah.
Would they so it happen?
You're going to give speech, they talk about that back.
Yeah, go ahead and go give sympathy. When something happen in other part of the world,
Tell you.
They will pass that and dog better pass them. No, say can't say dog better pass them because dog if you feed them something they do it. If you like to take it away, see the shake till for you. Now they are. Now we elect them. Now we get them for it. Then go take nerf and gun or kill we.
I tell you, man.
And like that snake, when that snake we possibly put in their pockets. If they get small food, they eat and they do not get. We put in a hand in the bed. You know, Kashi, but the people of China looking for understand. Say they are they represent them. Now they interest in represent. When they representing. Anything happen to one person, this time when I've been put for the yesterday, that's for yesterday, for not in defense. Able, if something could be buried like anybody way in a way, even Christmas as teaching or get one at the bury and fine. Then just go dump them. Then not allow family members for see them when I hear the cry. But how long would I know they hear the cry of the people here? The cry of that woman. Where they cry, say, picking go for look for them, say, me picking go for look for me, it not like it. How long will I hear the cry of that man where I married the woman? How long will I hear the cry of Chibu? How long will I hear the cry of Samson in West? If I did Samson with me, Aisha, no, and I when I'm in day, yes, we come okay, but how long will I hear the voice? How long will I hear the young voice and the media say, when I stand on that behalf, he said this thing, hey, no, when they come, that's when they kill Samson. This idiot, they say that 50% chance. You know, because let me tell you something, you know, type in cash box. The mother bill they blame. If not to mother bill incline president, not to all man the guy talk. And Eskroma, where he been sober. Where we oppose and Eskroma cash box, you have to understand, you have to look critically before you talk. It's not because not to full man they can't oppose and Eskroma. Because you get the platform for that talk on if you able talk. Talk on if you able talk. If you see rudeness on social media, no. But mother bill then can encourage all kind of rudeness. You know, begin make war people like goat and sheep wearing don't cancel, don't keep you cash box.
Look for solace. If the people can
yes, no, let me say, wearing can cash goat and sheep, they all go sleep one side. Where they didn't cut. Sheep they come on good. Safely say, let except not left for me. They come on because not to the same people left. You know, if not, some of us, whatever will say, not to information, we that fact to they say. 99.99% to say the fact. When the Christians say, hey, na lie, I say, okay. Later, they begin saying 50%. Now, to me, they made it talk 50%. If you give me information first, if you're not sure of information, I need to talk up. If you're not sure of having, because I have credibility that you will me the live on. If you're not sure of information, I need to talk about some of the talk platform, and it's suspect. Then we talk and say, we're not sure of, we're not sure of, can't talk and clear, we're not sure of this, but also not suspect.
Absolutely.
But whatever we say, when we talk say that they bear them like destitute, they say, not possible. They're not crazy today, they don't go better. Even like destitute, because destitute, then will go develop for social media.
They don't even identify the body, they don't even allow Papa God.
No, not anybody can see. Plus, say they're the top of the body in one. Even now, for let them go see, let them know say the leader inside the world, they don't let them.
They don't even know.
So even destitute is better now. You know, if it destitute better now, you know, they begin to talk rubbish. You know, the social media, kasi, we don't talk and let pleasure now, or you know, for educate, not for misbehave.
You know, comrade. Comrade. If you know this point where they make so. I wanted them serviceman them, you know, where you feel see sometimes, but Ibrahim then left there and come recruit and catch boxing, then they career not clear, you know, when they talk like was it with him, yeah, left we, you know, I want to begin take on a time and listen now.
They relate with me.
Yes, you know, continue that world more. I relate with Fulmalano like you.
Well, comrade, now we refer to for relate with them because sometimes small will they enter them. I think so. No, so Kashi.
Some people in there, listen, Kashi, some people in there, they deliberate like them, brothers and sisters, when they do like diaspora, when they see painting. When they see painting,
comrade, left there one in the, I didn't talk about that in
the
comrade, those ones.
Brothers and sisters, when they they're not poverty, they don't take poverty, they know, you know, like the critical was talk, they put them to abject poverty so that they cannot see the beautiful things in their life.
That's
then they will try for educate.
Thank you.
Then they try for let educate yourself.
Thank you.
They will not say no to their faults because that's just alone run for many years. Would they try for like, you know, now you would affect a long haul will go for Ibrahim. It's a very long haul, it's difficult battle would affect, but I will not for time. We don't all do identify or understand the problem, see. That's what they don't do. So now would they affect this battle and will succeed? Would they win, man?
You know, comrade, when you look even the way within the diaspora, the one day when we understand a lot of these people are not civically educated for even understand how government work. If you ask somebody like the diaspora, I tell you, say, what are the 3 arms of government in Sierra Leone? They're not going to sabi. If you're not one of those people where I ask this question, I don't give the answer in this particular audio, go give the answer next audio. You know the 3 arms of government, how they work. If you don't understand the 3 arms of government, to God and his, they no go tell me, say, left-handed, not all-handed, left-handed. Like that woman we go meet Cashbox na party. Cashbox, can you imagine the party just the pull per me, bro? You know, because I don't know if I go for senior that party against after that kind of talk. But you know, it's sad when people talk to you that way. And these are people where they look at
now they put her now, you address them, you put her in position like no say you don't know what to do, you know what to do. You know the vex because the vex
if I go party say for now one conversation because I can tell you this, I know say the party go well. So I'd rather not get to the conversation with anybody.
Now you know straight to the vet. Any side open conversation would open out that day because we don't know say they had for understand.
No,
for example, understand.
This the only thing I just like. In fact, I was asking for a number because I just go there. I just laugh. I say anyway. I don't agree. But you see, waiting you see Ibrahim and Comrade. This woman was so genuine. Oh, I saw like una business. He said, "Dear, una come
Thank you,
Ibrahim. I will tell you, this is not by willfully the two.
No,
I will tell you,
this is
not
by
willful into Now, because of
that is
waiting them know, Ibrahim, it is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
For make waiting person know.
That's make us say. That's make us say. Now they tell her now say, you know what thing? When they misunderstand me, we know they bend them. But let me tell you, if this and this not happen, we know they will get this thing. So when you patient, you know, you tell them, trust me, where you go, if they left ponder into they begin, they listen to what you see. If they begin see it, you know, Kasi, the thing is, we dip and this pet, if we have not take time, if no, because it's frustrating, we problem the festival, we just one can't talk about problem. So for any opportunity to get for educate people, educate them. As you know, as you say, so many people are not even receiving education there. That's what. So we're gonna be talking that side. We talk, wait, they tell us say no, not to say they tell her now why would they talk. Not to say that against them. Then you begin to reasons why would they talk. Because every time the opportunity, anytime we get chance for talk to people, a lot talk to them without anger, without disrespect. When somebody kind of genuine manner, then talk to them, say, I know, I understand, then talk to them. Because you know, if you not talk, maybe you not see again, you not get number. So it will the perception. So educating the person and that point they say, okay, you don't talk, don't listen to me, not tell you your points. Let you your other angle. Maybe if they will understand what you talk, so we're able to patient because you know that tells you most people listen for you not to understand. So any talk opportunity, but no matter what you have, learn on policy endeavor for telling them now say we know they're against them that this ABC reasons. Trust me, would they heal so many things. Gradually would they heal so many things. Every opportunity will get a lot of mixes up. law not grow anger at the level of now the fight. Both women abroad. Because if you vex Calbos will never be good, you would see them, okay? Who say law begins in the not have chance. Who do like what I can do? Who fight for then they fight for don't survive and the fight because they get already, then you're the hard. But we try to say we fight genuine fight. So any opportunity to get law based upon.
Absolutely. You know, some people do. And we I think so we'll left fire. We don't hit the points. Low left fire. We continue tomorrow. Ukonski, sorry. People una not forget to we listen this audio. Una we affected. And when I say if we're not even affected as a Sierra Leonean alone, you have to join them family members then they for go visit the Sierra Leone Bar Association. All the civil society organization, them, when I sabi them, they all get office in that country. You talk about the Il Raj, you know, Jadi, you talk about Carl, Ibrahim Tomi them, Andrew Lavali them, Abdul Fatoma them. All the civil society organization, don't go pay a visit to the office them. You know, when I go to a member of parliament.
I talk about the bar association, who that's in Galfred, they lead the bar association.
You know, Kashi, are they read that brawl? I either brawl the way they go on, but you know, me not to understand them as much. But if not so, it's terrible for politics.
Michael, what's her name? Mike, what's her surname again?
The
lady when at the bar association president.
Something Swallow.
Michael Swallow, exactly.
Swallow.
Okay, Swallow. Okay.
Get to my girlfriend where they left the woman for. You remember when we listened to Augustine Sengemaya?
Right.
So we Sengemaya, what did he tell me? He say like the bar association, like that be one year or so.
Yeah.
Now they don't even anti-corruption boss Francis Benkaifala within the bar association. He was part of the one that we say therefore extend the term. Why? Because I could not company.
So wait, is Francis Benkaifala?
Because Michael Swallow. That can go to my girlfriend, so they try to give her more time. I don't think that
Comrade, Kashi, is Francis Benkaifala a part of the bar association as well? I know he's a lawyer, so
yes, he is.
But like with a substantial position, or it's just as a lawyer?
So he's an executive. I do not know.
Okay.
He's a member in as much as he's a lawyer.
So he's say, nah, they all kind of like push that in there for make the extend the term of the executive.
I got you. So basically,
interview the outset.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you to talk. I'm just trying to clarify one or two things now. So of course, Francis Benkaifala is a lawyer. So as a lawyer, definitely belong to the bar association, but in order to occupy any substantial position at this point, right? It's just a member.
It kind of like not even in an old position. But it kind of like in the position of influence. It would influence certain in them. Apparently, that's exactly what it did.
So then change the term limit. So of course, day 1 of 2023, June 25, the bar association they go back to that one term limit. You see, this guy didn't come for poll with democracy. But again, you know, as far as with the debacle going on in there, when love affairs can mix with politics, it's very dangerous for sure. And this is why we need to get justice now with country, because again, the justice becomes very biased to a certain type of people only and not to everybody else. But you know, Salon people, when I go pay them a visit, Sierra Leone Bar Association, when I go pay them a visit, because again, these are the lawyers. When the rebel war became, they say the judiciary and the police was the number one cause of the rebel war. So the judiciary, the SLBA, when the Sierra Leone Bar Association, a pivotal player, now the judiciary. Now they all the lawyer them. Every lawyer in Sierra Leone belong to the bar association, one way or the other, and get membership day. So very crucial place. When I go there, when I go demand and ask them, say when I want justice, when I want brother them body people body them.
Matter of fact, we don't want incriminate Michael Swallow na yet.
No.
But no say your job they have at stake for no if you do just cause if you like can answer the man.
Yeah.
Or you can't answer the people. So Michael Swallow, you get all the right now for that you know say you they work for the people and not to answer because now your responsibility for listening to the voice of the poor people them.
And thank you, comrade, for making that clarification because we care less about which
president of the Salon Bar Association he gets the responsibility for putting the people them. We know they can, we don't want to know whether you date, whether you not date, we know they can for talk about your personal life, we just want to talk about your responsibility.
Absolutely.
If you not do it now, we don't know now say it because you didn't have the company of the Congo Market company and make it because
this team to me. I make you say
Right, you know, but yeah, but that's a good point, anyways. But yeah, again, swallow. We don't care about which one pass for ourselves, we don't pass for ourselves. As long as you deliver,
You do your
your
job.
duties
That's
effectively and
Right,
properly.
even though we know that, like your objectivity in any profession
Could be questioned.
be seen.
Yeah,
It just could be seen
Yeah.
as independence.
Absolutely.
And your
Exactly.
involvement in like the press sector, we don't automatically say like because there should be firewalls that protect your objectivity. However, like if we clearly see and say the people are we're responsible for them thing they happen, then obviously it is
It's a
like
problem.
written on like on the wall.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
Let me
But-
go and say, we just we get one in short say, we know they come for can talk about say, we know they tell us in Adande. But to the watch, if they become the person who they talk about say, because you don't they inside the government now, if they protect the government rather than protecting the people.
Government
so I can swallow with a watch at you, and in this case, I will not say when I get a lot for save the country.
But picture this. Picture this, Kashi, right? Comrade, picture this, right? Logo force now London, say in the art of the office of the Prime Minister, in press secretary, gets an affair. This is a press secretary married. Gets an affair with a member of the Bar Association of Lawyers in London. My brother, Cashbox, what's happening to that person right now, the press secretary to the Prime Minister? What's happening right now?
Oh my God! There is no way they keep me job the next day, and not in fact, like if people say now ordinary girlfriend, you go get that treat.
Thank you.
Look like the health secretary, the former health secretary under Boris Johnson. What did he do? Simple thing like they see us. Don't they even notice say like it kind of like with the past contract them over to like that person there and all that thing and they. And Ibrahim, not only that the fact that even the worst thing as alone, the fact that the Bar Association not the function the way it should.
Absolutely.
What do we see? When they get rid of like some someone during the last APC government, the Bar Association they protest left and right.
Yes.
Show me who said they don't protest now. Yeah.
None. Thank you, guys.
So even a local lawyer upset now, we don't see what to make the Bar Association. Now you see one thing. Now we can say to be very honest, me so recently, I've been to get some small. But this in that interview,
Come on, Kashi, I'll be right back.
We talk about that court loyalty. Anyway, we agree with him. See, Kashi, if you see a whole lawyer, now because of that lady nine at the head, because if he should be take country first. We know the a whole lawyer because he pulling right for protest. That's the truth.
Absolutely.
We said lock a whole lawyer now because we not get that possibility to talk for the people there. Trust me.
Anybody get enough at Marble?
That's the sad thing. The thing is, not to say like we realistically want for kind of like jump into like they say, oh, swallow waiting they do in relationship and all that thing and they make them sort them out. You know what I mean? Even the lady, the wife, like in as much as it is terrible waiting they go on with them and all that thing and they, but you see them, Keketoma, they take money, they put in a suitcase, that thing and they, like you were fine, you enjoy the money now, where team because you see and say other person they go, it's poor people their money back home. Look, they suffering in another country, the dollar. Now in this man they put in a suitcase them. You encourage them, the money they switch you. Then now certain that money they save now you they miss. I mean, of course, if you don't deal with human way and not get nothing. So certain they unfair for make them say that money they miss. But all of these things, like the poor people, they send them away when they go through suffering. You are the picking them they with security and all that thing and they when I consider the poor one them. You see, Salona greed, wickedness. We just don't care about the other person as long as we live a decent life. That's it. That is the problem we get now in society. It is very, very sad, Comrade Ibrahim. It is very sad.
Kashi, but what thing is, until people don't realize, say, what they talk now is just about sincerity. Not like one can call people a name. But in fact, Kashi is on we don't call nobody name because if one call them, they call me by name too. Family name they for call. We not big name them, but we can't financial issue cash box. We get for call people. If you have a responsibility, we could call you first. Then people understand. If you don't get any responsibility, so the boy for people calling him, only calling him.
Absolutely.
The responsibility. How many people in there alone who not happy themselves, they not happy because they're not getting that's what we make them call them. But you will get responsibility. Kashi, if you don't let people calling him, not go, not take the responsibility. Then say, if you don't let monkey tell church you, not gonna monkey dance.
Yeah.
Go say monkey dance. Hey, like monkey tell the church me they want gonna eat. Oh, come on, you're not gonna dance. because that's where you're going to make the monkey till church you. You see, so if you don't get the responsibility of call him, only to call him cash box. We don't get that for calling him for. So the one just let them eat big money, then they know let them call the name for the responsibility. Some of who refuse. We're calling him as much as we can because now they make you get the job, now they make them they pay for, now they make. Then they always pay you because we get for allow say the money they take as a loan. If for be money with the sweat for like footballer, then when they go pay their so 500,000 in the run, we see 90 minutes and they run, kick them, play them foul. Then they go play. It's politics for Carbona like football. Who says the same player and pay money, they don't play that the team keeper. The team they sell you. If you're not good for this team, they sell to other teams. Okay, we'll buy for this team, but we'll score for it. We'll say to other team. The team they sell you. Now so politics somebody able to represent to well, then let the person go. When a fan player with the boy they play well. How now would the for play say consistently on the MPCA would not for call them for ask the even question, say well how this tier. No, we are here to do objective criticism. We're not there for allow him anybody was one point somebody political ambition. No, we don't know food I get for B. Madam, you wait this when a president.
Vice president fits with the fits. Because how we connect? How we connect? Yeah.
No, me self we no, me want connect self.
Waiting for you. Like in fact, certain I would they praise her for self. Now would they tell us
no, Cassie, me want connect self so. Vice president in politics, nobody will go vote for us. Now the person, the flag bearer, and then they choose.
Thank you.
Those who say now we get for votes, those who party they vote for run. So we just tell them say, would they call person name not to be called one call name. If you know to MP, you know to member of parliament, you know to leader of political party, you know to civil society, but you need to call the name. We get 7 million players alone. Now my name will call. Now we have responsibility. And the money they pay for like football. If we don't pay you, we don't buy for can't play for we not play. Would they bow at you? Or the ball at you, so we'll buy for score. You know the score, we'll buy for dependent. The score we no more you depend. I'll buy you keep out the ball at you. Until if una pull the best, una see the play again, resign. Don't like it for the call in the name again. Then all members of parliament will call the name, we don't know the day. I don't know to lead out, they'll call the name. No. But we didn't call everybody, so we'll get for calling cash box Ibrahim.
Thank you. That's a great point, comrade. I think so we'll close on that. There's a lot. Salon people would expect much from una go to the right people. Not for the other international community can fet for we know. Una go use on a chain of command. Una get people responsible for fet for una. And I make them get civil society organization. Una put them foot to the fire. Una go see where results they come out. Thank you everybody. Una bye bye. Today, SLPP on the LAFO. Una they come out and tell una government say what they do so wrong. But 1964 to 67, I make Shaka Stephen be chase una. It didn't have power for 28, 30 years. The next time, SLPP know they ever can have power in another country. It go happen, and I mark my words. Bye-bye, everybody.